Today's lesson is how to draw a unicorn. We're going to find the center of our paper, and then we're going to move off of the center to find where the bottom of the ear starts. So if our paper had a nose, this is where it would be. Let's move up just a little bit, and then a little to the left. That's where the bottom of the ear is. Give yourself two little dots, guide dots. You're going to connect it together. See this line at the bottom of the ear? Connect those two together with a flat, straight line, like the line is taking a nap. Okay, the ear goes up, but it doesn't go all the way to the top of the paper. We need to leave room above the ear. See this space here? Okay, so we are actually going to give ourselves a little guide dot where the top of the ear ends. So give yourself a little dot. From that dot, you're going to connect the end of the line. You're going to go up and curve toward the dot, touch. The other side, touch the line, go up and curve toward the dot and touch. Now let's copycat it. That gives you an area to color in, and you can copycat on the inside, or you can also copycat on the outside if you don't have much room. So we're just doing the sides. So do you see that little bit of hair at the bottom of the ears? You see that in all of our pets' ears, those little pokey hairs. In this one there are three. So you want to find that line at the bottom again, and inside go up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, now we're going to work on the head and the neck. If you can see here, see how that line goes forward? It doesn't quite touch the edge of the paper. It's a little bit short of the edge. See, I have a little bit of space right there. And if this line were a hand on a clock, it would be pointing to say 7 or 8 o'clock. We don't want it to go straight down. So I left a little room right here. Now the other side, the back, the mane, touch the other side of the ear. Remember that flat line that we started with. Go back up to it, and we're going to slide the other way, say 4 o'clock if it were a clock. You see how I went off the side of the paper this time? Now, let's go ahead and finish the face. So at the end of the face, we're going to see how we angle back, and that line is the same as the mane. You see that's right here, same as the mane, the neck. So right at the end, curve a little and flat, 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 flat. And then we're going to go back toward the mane. Flat, 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 flat. See how this is even with parallel to the head? I didn't go back very far. I went back about maybe halfway or less. If I get too far up, it's going to look funny. It's going to look like a really skinny face. Okay, so let's do the eye, and then we'll finish the face. So for the top of the eye, it's a rainbow line, but it's kind of crooked looking. Do you see how the left side of the rainbow is longer? Copycat that from one end, go over and touch. Now go to the left side and tuck under like a smiley face and connect. The eyeball, you can't see the whole thing, so you start at the eye, curve down and back up. Looks like more like a half circle. Put a little tiny dot in there because there's always a shiny spot in a unicorn's eye. The right side of the eye, let's give it some eyelashes. 1, 2, 3. Now let's go ahead and go back and finish the jaw. See this curved line right here? So where we finish the face, where we stopped the face, we're going to start there, and we're going to curve down like a smile and tuck back up. Did I touch the eye? Nope, I didn't. I left a little bit of room. Okay, he needs a chin. So let's go back down to the bottom and make the nose first with a spiral, the nostril. And then do you remember that corner right there? You're going to continue down and angle back, back, back until you run into the jaw. And there's your chin. Okay, now let's make the neck. It's touching the middle of the jaw, so find the middle of the jaw and slide down instead of going straight. Do you see how it has a little bit of an angle? But it's not the same as the mane. Now there's some hair off the forehead and it bumps over the face and flips up on the end. It's like a piece of spaghetti. Now you can tuck it back in and touch the face of the unicorn. I would draw a couple of stripes in there to show different strands of hair so it's inside. Copycat once and maybe twice if you have room. Looks like I ran out of room on mine. Now for the fun part, this is the horn. I'm going to touch where the ear and the hair kind of come together. I'm a little higher and I'm going to angle up to the corner of my paper, and when I get up there I'm going to come back down. See how it gets wider, 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 wider until you run into the hair. Inside the horn are some slanted lines like a slide. For one side, slide to the left, touch the right, slide to the left. Keep these far enough apart that you can color in between the lines. Now we have the mane. You can choose the mane to go up, like it's flying in the wind, or it's coming down on the body, or you could do both. So starting at the ear, I'm drawing this wavy line going up like a piece of spaghetti, and I'm copycatting it back and touch. The next one, do the same thing, wavy line. So mine even curls around here, come all the way back and touch. And I'm going to keep doing that until I get all the way to the end of the mane or the neck. Pretty cool, huh? Looks like the hair is blowing in the wind. And each one can be unique and different because hair is. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to start at the top and make the hair come down, the mane flowing down on the neck. Copycat it back up all the way. Do you see how it looks wider when it comes back to the neck? And you keep doing that until you get all the way to the bottom. And that's how you draw a unicorn.